Welcome to the Unbothered Moms, where we are shifting our perspectives and letting shit go. I'm Bridget.
I'm Kat.
And coming off of our Valentine's Day episode, we're going to have a opposite of love episode, which, contrary to popular belief, or at least my personal belief, is not hate.
It is indifference, people. That is the opposite of love. Indifference. You just don't fucking care.
You have no feelings.
No feelings. That's way worse.
That's way worse.
Way worse. I'd rather someone hate me than be like, I'm indifferent to your
like
being in my presence.
Yeah, like you could exist or not, and either way, same feelings. That's
rough.
sad.
That's rough.
But I've been there.
Mhm.
Indifference about people or things or activities.
If you're around someone and you feel indifferent towards them, that's rough. Because, I mean, it's like they literally don't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter either way. You're there, you're not there, I won't notice.
That, if I'm being really honest, before it got to hate and extreme disdain and loathe, that's where I was at with my marriage.
Okay.
I was like indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care.
And that's when you knew.
Yeah.
Cut it.
See you later.
Cut the cord. Yeah, so opposite of love. Coming off of Valentine's Day, we hope you had so much love and fun and that
Chocolates.
people who
Wines.
you love showed you love back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's tough.
What?
If people that you love don't show you love back. Damn.
They might be indifferent towards you.
Yeah, full circle
Rough.
moment.
I think you should really think about that. Yeah, so just coming off of love, I'm like, let's talk about the things that bother us or that don't make us feel loved. And one thing I will say that for me specifically, like, and this is not something small, but it's like a thing in life that has always bugged me. Words without actions. That is something I do not love. It does not make me feel love or loved. If you're going to say something, the only way in which I will believe it is through action.
Yeah.
So you can say the words all you want. You can try to shove them down my throat and put them in my pocket for later. Unless there is some action to follow up, your words mean shit.
You gotta talk the talk and walk the walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's something I do not love.
I think that's great. I think for me, something that I don't love is situationships. And honestly, dating in general kind of is not something I love. I don't mind it. I like it. I think it's a means to an end, necessary evil, if you will. But yeah, situationships.
Is that so? Explain what a situationship is. Is that when you don't really know what you are?
Yeah, it's like when there's no defined parameters of the relationship and you're maybe not exclusive. Typically, it's when somebody has more feelings for one person than the other person does.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, typically. Or maybe it could just be physical. That's a thing too. But yeah, situationship, there's just a lot of gray area.
We don't like the gray area.
We don't.
Let's just say we don't love it.
We can navigate it. We're great at navigating it, but we just don't want to live in it, you know?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
We want to get in and get out.
That's
pun intended.
Okay, love. What was another thing you said?
Something else I don't love is petting zoos.
Petting zoos make me feel bad for the animals.
I just think they smell. And
see, we're so opposite. You're worried about the smell and stank, and I'm like, those poor animals are bred to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad, but also, if they're bred to be that way, they don't really know any different.
I know, but have you ever seen some rough ass kids handling those animals?
No, because that makes me sad.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like, okay, but like parents aren't always watching their kids what they're doing, and then suddenly you have this toddler who's like throwing a baby goat.
Or holding it up like Simba. Yeah. It's like it's like you don't even know how to play with blocks properly. How do you have a goat in your hand?
I know. So petting zoos, okay. What about unseasoned food? Ooh, Has anyone ever cooked you dinner and you're like, where's just the S&P,
My
salt and
mom.
pepper?
I swear to God. So
Sorry, Maddie.
the ongoing joke in our house is that like my mom doesn't season her food, and it's not really a joke as much as it is like a reality that me and my brother had to live with. And there was always salt and pepper, but sometimes salt and pepper isn't enough.
No.
And it's just not enough. So after my separation, I moved out of the house I shared with my ex and moved into her house. And I literally went to the supermarket during the pandemic and bought like
Spices?
yeah, I bought spices because okay, she has a spice cabinet. Why? We don't know, because all the spices in there were like, did you know spices could expire?
I did. I checked my
expired
spice.
spices and just like clumpy, and I was like, I'm not using this.
No.
So I got some basics: Lowry's seasoned salt, paprika, garlic salt,
onion,
chives, and I think parsley, like all dried, right?
Yeah.
Just basics. You would have thought I was like Emeril Lagasse. I would cook stuff. She's like, oh, this is fat. What is this? I'm like, it's seasoned food.
See? But unless it's how she grew up.
It's how she, yeah. It's so funny.
So now does she use spices?
Barely. And like,
so you're cooking.
No, I'm not cooking. I'm just like, I'm jazzing up the food. Like I always have hot sauce on hand. Or paprika is like my go-to.
I love paprika.
Paprika.
Do you do smoked paprika?
I don't love smoky.
See, I usually don't love the smoky flavor, but that doesn't taste smoky, but it tastes different. It's good.
Okay. Well, then maybe I will try it. But yeah, so we joke,
That's
my brother,
funny.
because we love flavorful food. Like I'll even do roasted vegetables with like curry. And she's like, these are really good. I'm like, it's curry. She's like, no, it's not.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, how would you wouldn't know curry if curry walked up to you, smacked you in the face, and spit on your shoes.
Oh my.
She wouldn't know. I love my mother, but
well,
she doesn't season her food.
Yep.
Which I know it's probably shocking given the color of my skin. But we're trying to break generational.
We're trying to break
here.
it. We're trying.
We have seasonings in my house.
Seasonings. That's all we need. Things we don't love.
What else don't you love? You have a strong. Talk about what your dad told you growing up, which I thought was brilliant, and I'll probably be using this.
So growing up, like my dad had a rule in the house: you couldn't say you hated anything, and he's like I remember being like, I hate you, and he's like, but do you really? And like we broke it down. And he's like, yeah. So you don't say it because you don't hate me. And those words hurt. You can't take them back. And hate is a very strong word. We do not use hate. We use I dislike. I don't like you. I have strong disdain. Like, so grew up that way to just really know the weight of the word hate. And I just think of it now, and there's not many things that I actually hate because I'm not giving my hate to them.
Right.
Like that's too much energy to give hate to something that doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Like if there's a person that I really don't like, I'm not going to hate them. Why am I giving my energy into hating them? They're probably not even thinking about me.
Yeah.
So it was just a big lesson from him. And I take that with me now and use it on my kids because hate is a strong word.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hate mushrooms. No, I don't like mushrooms, people. That's one thing I'll say I don't love. Don't like mushrooms.
I love mushrooms. I did a truffle ravioli last night. So good.
See, I like truffle flavor.
Oh, really?
Love truffle flavor. It's the like texture of mushrooms that just doesn't do it.
I'm gross. I will literally eat mushrooms with dirt on them. I love mushrooms so much. And clearly dirt so much.
I like the earthy part of me is like, girl, get your dirt on.
I thought you would like that because they're very earthy.
You know what else I don't like?
Do you like cooked? Wait, do you like cooked mushrooms?
No, nothing. Zero.
On pizza? Nothing?
Nope. Ugh.
Remember one time there was a quick story. growing up, there was a pizza place next to our like junior high school. So if we got out early, we would all, like, as a group, kind of probably like 25 kids, go to this pizza place and get pizza. And me and my friend Farah loved, we'll still do, mushroom pizza. But no other 7th or 8th grader likes mushroom pizza.
Mhm.
So we get mushroom pizza. I remember this one kid was like, we got our pizza. He's like, what are those, anchovies?
That's funny.
We're like, no, mushrooms. He's like, mm-mm. It's just funny.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think maybe it was a story like you had to be there.
Yeah, I
but,
had to be there because sounds like I dislike it.
I dislike when Britta tells stories about pizza.
I just like mom shaming.
Mm.
I don't love it.
Let's talk about
I
it.
think we're
What does
doing
that
our
mean
best
to you?
when other people basically talk crap on other moms. And it's like
about the way they parent.
And I think we're all just doing our best.
Mhm.
Parenting is hard. It's ever changing.
Yeah.
So, and I have definitely done this to where I'll be like, oh, look at that parent going above and beyond, blah, blah, blah. Like, not to them,
Right.
but like, I'll say it to you.
Yeah.
Can you believe that so-and-so? And like, then I'll try to be like, oh, it's fine. Like, that's
Yeah.
just, they have time for it. I
Mhm.
don't. Like, that doesn't mean they're a better parent, even
Mhm.
though I'm bashing myself because they made star fruit for their kids. Like,
Star fruit.
just, you know,
Yeah.
or these
no.
really nice Valentines when I literally, I
Yeah.
forgot about Valentine's Day. I just said about. I forgot about Valentine's Day. So I had to go out in the snowstorm and go to Walmart.
Oh
'cause
no.
That was the only place that had Valentine's cards.
Oh.
And I didn't even have Knox fill his out, which he should have done himself.
What, you just did it?
I did it at night at like 11 p.m. because the day was just crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then to see everyone's Valentine's cards yesterday that came home that were so thoughtful.
Somebody literally knitted like little like animals.
I can't.
Me either. I was like, what?
I don't love it.
Don't love it. But also,
But it's awesome.
like, I guess if you have time to do that, cool. Like, no.
yeah.
I don't have it in me to do that. Even if I did have the time,
Yeah.
wouldn't be me. But then I'm like, maybe they have like an older sibling that's like their hobby.
Yeah. It's like,
Maybe it's like,
you never know.
you never know.
Yeah.
So I always think, I'm like, well, they're not me, and they
Yeah.
might love this stuff.
Mm-hmm. So mom shaming. I'm just trying to work on like not doing it myself.
To yourself. I feel like you shame yourself more.
I do. Well, because I look at what other people do
Compare.
and
Yeah.
and I'm like, am I like a bad mom for not doing that? I feel like there's so many pressures out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And especially with social media now, you know what every mom is doing.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
I'm like, didn't post a picture of my kid looking cute yesterday because
I didn't even get a picture of her.
Just, okay. This is why we like each other.
I did not get a picture of her, but I was living
in
for
the moment.
But also living for all of the little babies in their Valentine's Day outfits.
The cutest.
Cute as shit.
I miss that. Mummy's Valentine, all
yeah.
that stuff. I'm like, ugh.
Oh my god. I sent Izzy to school. I remember her first day of kindergarten. No, first day of nope, not pre-K. Daycare.
Okay.
When she was 3 months old, it said, "I love mommy."
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, you do, even though you don't know it.
Even though you don't know it, I'm forcing you.
Forcing you.
I asked Knox to be my Valentine, and he's like, but like, don't I have a lot of Valentines? Like, thinking of all the cards he got.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you're really just mine.
You're mine.
And he was like, okay, mom.
So cute.
Mm-hmm. And then he said the kids were being complete freaking animals, like wild. And I was by myself last night. And I was just like, ah. And Knox goes, it's love day. You're not supposed to be mean to us.
It's a love day.
And I was like,
That's so
I love
funny.
you both very much, but you need to stop what you're doing.
But you need to chill the fuck out.
Oh my God. It's like they like karate chop each other, all that. So another thing I don't love when I yell at my children.
Really?
Because sometimes I just can't control it.
Yeah.
I'm basically just want to say STFU
Yeah.
because they're just the two of them I don't know. It's like they're on drugs sometimes.
I feel like they know the buttons to push on each other, like most
They
siblings do,
do.
and
Like
they
the
love
eight.
pushing them.
Like,
They
oh
love
my
pushing each
God.
other's
And then,
buttons.
like, they'll be chilling, sitting on the couch together, and then someone body slams the other one. And then it starts this
Like
whole thing.
out of nowhere.
Like, it starts this whole thing. And then I'm in the shower. I'm like, please behave for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes. Doors
Yeah.
open. Everything's fine. Then all of a sudden, bloody murder. All these sounds coming out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm running out. And it's like, they're fine.
Right.
As soon as they hear me coming down the hall,
They're-
like a
yeah.
fucking stampede,
Mm-hmm.
they sit there and they're like,
They're like, what?
don't love it because then I act like a psycho. Can I have 5 minutes of shower? 5 minutes. We love you, mommy. And then it kills me.
Kills.
What else is on your list of things you don't love?
Things I don't love would be bluegrass music.
I kind of like it.
Bluegrass
Mhm,
music?
mhm.
Oh my God, I can't. It reminds me of. Have you ever been to Disney World?
Nope, and I don't plan on it.
Oh, okay. So in Disney World, there was, I don't think it is anymore because I think it's has some racially charged characters, so they got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Splash Mountain, and it was about like you're going, it's a log flume and you're like going
that's
through
fun.
and it's like ding 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 ding, and it reminds me of that, and it's just like a rabbit and a bear and just in overalls just playing the banjo and singing stupid fucking songs, and don't like it.
Okay.
Also, my dad used to play it when we would go on long car trips.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's mostly why.
Okay.
Forced to listen to it pre iPads, pre iPods, I think we had Nintendo 64s, but you could still hear the fucking banjos.
All right. So I know if I ever want to torture you, I'm just going to show up with a banjo.
That's
Ding,
my
ding,
hell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Getting my feet tickled listening to bluegrass music.
You don't really? So wait, you're ticklish.
Oh, my feet.
You'll kick someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll think it's funny. Like, I'm going to tickle your feet.
You'll turn into a raging lunatic.
Oh, I have an involuntary, like it will, you might bleed.
I'm excited. I'm going to mess you up.
Be prepared to get messed up because I loathe it entirely.
I'm going to come in, ding, 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 ding. And then the same fingers that were doing the banjo are going to be on your feet.
Ew. Ew. I'm fine with like feet in general.
I don't
just
mind
like
feet.
Don't tickle my feet.
Some people are so weird about feet. Like I'm not trying to suck your toes, but I don't care.
Some people like that. Like it turns them on to suck your toes.
It's so weird.
Or lick your feet.
I'm like, if they're clean, like maybe, but it's not doing anything for me.
It's kind of risky.
But I also think people need to be nicer to feet because they get us where we're going.
Okay.
Like when people are like, oh, feet are so gross. Ugh. I'm like, yeah, try to be a little nicer to your feet, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Could be a peg leg.
Could be.
But you have two nice feet.
Two nice feet. So let's be nice to them.
Is a loose term because have you ever seen people with like
yeah,
bunions or talons or
yes, I've seen that. Another thing don't love
that I don't love or you don't love.
I don't love.
What don't you
Forced
love?
connections.
What does that mean?
Like friendships, when people like any type of like person who just needs to be in your bubble that you don't really want in your bubble. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about me?
But just like anyone in life that you've encountered that you feel like you had to keep them around. Don't love it.
See, you know what? I have cut not many people, but a good handful of people out of my life and even out of my friend circle. I actually didn't even consult with any of my friends about it. I was just like, you're not really our vibe.
Yeah. And everyone's better for it.
Yeah, I think we're fine. We're doing fine. I think they appreciate it. They were just kind of like, wow, that was a little aggressive, Bridge. And I'm like, well, you know.
Yeah.
It had to happen.
Has to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like another thing. Mm.
I think we're lucky because I was thinking about like school. Like I don't want to necessarily go in and volunteer for things at school because then I'll have to be like play nice in the sandbox with strangers
Mm-hmm.
that I may not like or even like agree with, and that does not bring me joy.
No.
But I feel like we're really lucky with our daycare group of parents.
Yes.
Because
We like them.
yeah, they're
We
great.
get along.
Like
They'll have some cocktails.
we hang out like by choice and for
and
fun.
not saying cocktails are necessary.
No, they're not.
But if you're one of those super dry people who like can't loosen up, not saying with booze, but if you can't just be a little like loose, then you do not belong in our group.
Yeah, but it's great. The husbands, the wives, the kids, like everybody gets along, everybody's fun. And I feel like that's not normal. And usually it's like a forced friendship because your kids are the same age. But that's not the case. So I feel #blessed.
#in love.
#in love
Yes.
with our other parents.
Our other we love our friend group. Yeah.
You know what else I don't like?
I'm excited. What?
Well, I had mustaches on here, but that's not true anymore. Mullets.
You don't like a mullet.
And they made a comeback. And I don't know why, other than that during COVID, people were laid off and they didn't have money to go to the hairdresser, so they had to do their own hair cutting and they could only see the front of their head. Other than that, why?
I like a mullet.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Business in the front, party in the back.
That's
the same me.
It's
I'm business in the front, party in the back.
So you're a human mullet is what you're trying to tell us? Oh my god.
That's my full name. Cat Mullet.
There's a woman I work with. I think she follows us. So if you see this, Jess, hi. But I think her last name's Mullet. Jess Mullet.
Oh, okay. There you go. See?
But mullet on a guy, I just think it looks unkept and dirty and weird. But I do like a faux hawk.
Oh, faux hawks are cool.
Like where you shave like both sides, but all the way down. But the mohawk, what are we talking about? Mullets. Jesus Christ. The mullets I can't get on board with.
Okay.
They just look gross to me.
I get it.
What else don't you like? Or do you have a strong disdain
I have a
for?
strong disdain. It's going to sound bad.
What?
I don't know. As I get older, I feel like, listen, I still am, like, I enjoy beveraginos,
Mm-hmm.
good food.
Yeah.
I can get down with the get down if I need to.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I can't handle, like, people my age, women specifically, or
Okay.
even men, just still being kind of underwhelming. Like living like
What?
they're like, I don't want to say, like the caliber of people in which I
Yes.
surround myself. I would like to
Mhm.
be kind of where I am.
Right.
So when I'm around people who are acting less than, or just like wilding out on a Monday, being like kind of gross.
Wait, so how? Because I've definitely wilded out on
No, we
Mondays,
have-
Tuesdays, Wednesdays,
No.
Thursdays.
But I just feel like there's
What do you
different.
mean by wilding out?
Okay. I just see.
Is this a personal attack on somebody?
No, not a personal attack. But I just feel like at our age,
Yeah.
like grow up a little bit.
Like be an adult about it.
Be an adult about it.
Like if you're going to get drunk, make it a martini versus
Not
a
even,
shot.
but I just see someone being like holding a cig with like a shot playing Keno. And I'm like,
Playing what?
Keno? You don't play Keno. Oh,
What's Keno?
it's a game. A gambling game.
On your phone?
No. See, okay, I'm thinking of Massachusetts. Anyways, but like you can sit and you play numbers and they pick
Oh.
numbers.
Okay.
Or just, I don't know. I just feel like people are, this is like, it's not going anywhere. I just feel like I do not like people who aren't growing up.
Yeah, that are stuck in.
But they're like also parents and stuff. And I'm like,
see, there should be an application for that. There
I don't
isn't.
know. And it's just like, yeah, and it's not, I'm not indifferent. I just dislike. I'm kind of like, ooh, energy's bad.
Yeah. I think that's good though.
But like
That means
That's
that
a-
you've risen above.
Rosen.
Rosen.
I just think
English
that
is really hard.
I don't even know, like mid-30s, like act like it.
Yeah.
And you can still have fun.
But what does act like it mean in your mid-30s?
I don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
It's not worth it. Something else I don't like. Wedgies.
What kind of wedgie?
Front and back.
We call the front wedgie a veggie.
A veggie.
A vagine wedgie, if you will.
I hate it.
Mm,
Why do we have to get them?
I don't know.
And it's not even like, I remember growing up, my mom's like, well, if you wouldn't wear thongs, you wouldn't have wedgies. No.
The thong like actually sits there so you forget about it.
Yeah, you don't even need it. It's
Mhm.
more like the underwears and the booty shorts.
And your butt just eats it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're wearing loose pants or tight pants.
Mhm.
I think it's almost better if you're wearing tight pants because then it's like kind
Stays
of
in place.
Stays in place.
It's like suction cup.
Yeah, but wedgies, man, they really chap my ass.
The worst thing is when you're in public and you have a wedgie and you just need to get it out.
Oh my god.
So you're like trying to like.
I've literally stood butt into like a clothing rack
Oh yeah,
and just been like casually looking around while I'm actually digging
your wedgie
my underwear out of my butt. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That butt
probably
just
TMI. Yeah.
wanted to eat that undies.
It's terrible. Hate it. Do you want to do our
Topic Thunder today.
Thunder.
You're up, baby.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Food.
Food.
We didn't do this one yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Food. Okay. So, for food, if you had to live on one item of food and one specific, like you have to specify the food. So if you say like a sandwich, what kind of sandwich?
Okay.
For the rest of your life, and you can't deviate. This is the one food. What are you eating?
For the rest of my life.
Rest of your life, one food.
I think it would be Supreme Pizza.
Okay. I knew you were going to say pizza.
I mean, pizza's, I fucking love pizza.
But it also has veggies and everything,
It
right?
has, yeah, Supreme is veggies, meat. It's like a, you know,
It's you're
like a
getting the whole
5-course
pyramid.
meal.
You're getting the pyramid.
You are. You got cheese, you got sauce, you got breads, you got veggies, you got meats. We're just missing sweets, but I guess you could.
That's an incredible pick.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that would suck because I love food, but yeah, I think a Supreme Pizza would be
Supreme.
supreme, as they would say.
I dig it.
I love it. I love Supreme Pizza. Now I really want pizza.
Have it for lunch.
Ew, that was probably a gross sound to listen to. Sorry,
I think
guys.
it was fine.
Sorry.
Well, this was our love to not love episode.
Oh, love to not love.
Yes.
I like that.
And we hope you enjoyed it. You can catch all the behind the scenes content at the Unbothered Moms on TikTok and Instagram. You can watch us on YouTube. Way more fun to watch, I think, than listen. Like, share, subscribe with all your friends. Catch us next week.
See ya.